service chiefs and heads of other security services in a deliberate move towards securing Nigeria for effective service delivery in line with the change agenda. The president's meeting with the defense minister is therefore the climax of his strategic engagement with critical stakeholders on national security and the mop-up operations against Boko Haram to center stage.
If you have had the opportunity to go to Sambisa, you will know that the Boko Haram have been defeated. We have opened up the place. We are using the place as a training area whereby the army engineers will open roads, who shall be patrolling and be ransacking that forest for the whereabouts of Shekau. It's just a matter of time. It took America about 7 to 10 years to get Bin Laden, so we'll get Shekau as soon as possible.
The Minister of Defense, Mansur Ali, who is also a retired Army General, expressed gratitude to President Muhammadu Buhari for the unprecedented support and proper guidance of the Nigerian armed forces, thereby restoring their dignity and glory.
And he was impressed with the performance of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Security situation is something that you cannot get 100%. And remember that Nigeria has been having these turbulences for long ago. We are trying to manage it, whereby every Nigerian will have.
In accordance with the principle of their hearing, of fair hearing, while promising to make its decision public on the conclusion of the process, the statement adds that in line with INEC's staff conditions of service, no disciplinary action can be taken until the conclusion of the process. Experts have recommended a unified approach to eliminating gas flaring in Nigeria by commercializing flared gas, currently estimated at over $217 billion annually. The experts spoke on NTA's Good Morning Nigeria, and Lydia Sampson reports.
While acknowledging that gas flaring is a global challenge, the experts said Nigeria, like other gas-rich nations, is taking steps to tackle the problem. They decried the negative impact of gas flaring on the economy and host communities.
We have done a lot in Nigeria to reduce gas flaring. The best you can do anywhere is to reduce it to the barest minimum and ultimately not have any routine gas flaring. In 2006, about 10 years ago, Nigeria was the second largest flaring nation in the world. Today, we are number 7. So we have gone a long way in reducing gas flaring in Nigeria.
They call for flexibility by policymakers to adapt to the dynamics of the market and scale up gas utilization to meet domestic demand and encourage gas development.
What has brought us to
delay in airlift of pilgrims, corruption by middlemen, accommodation and feeding. Worried by this development, the National Hajj Commission seeks the intervention of Pakistani Ministry of Hajj Operations to replicate its ICT-based operation in Nigeria to make it less cumbersome, corruption-free, quick and easy operations.
And we cannot continue to have pilgrim registration being done manually, which allow rooms for a lot of accusations and counter-accusations and allow rooms for people to manipulate.
If this system is developed, all the things will be automated and it will save time, human power, it will be more transparent, and it will improve the overall efficiency of the Hajj operations.
Leader of the Pakistani team, Saima Sheikh, at a training session for ICT officials of NACOM, said the ICT-based operations has worked for over 4 years in Pakistan, emphasizing that if implemented in Nigeria, it will be to the benefit of both Hajj Commission and intending pilgrims.
So if all the steps are automated, it would be easier to manage, easier to make it visible, easier to make it transparent, more obviously corrupt-free.
So using this computer, it will centralize all the data.
The training drew
competition, not only because they had a great idea, which applied, as the judges said, to the whole world, but because they worked together.
lot of things that could be solved using technology. And so it's first of all going to develop them. They're going to be innovative. They're going to be self-sufficient. They're going to be entrepreneurs.
I want to do something to change this world I am. I want to make this world a better place.
So I'm starting from there to bring up Nigerians' economy, to help Nigeria grow and develop.
The movie is one of the programs scheduled by the U.S. Embassy in Nigeria to mark this year's Women Month of History. Bola, Brooklyn Sunday, NTA News.
An outbreak of suspected cerebrospinal meningitis type C has claimed the lives of 4 children in Durumi 1 in Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Abuja. Executive Secretary of the FCT Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Rilwan Mohammed, made this known at an emergency vaccination exercise for residents of Durumi 1. Habiba Oladipo has details.
The death of the 4 children between the ages of 4 to 7 years has led to the influx of school children and residents of Durumi 1 to the Chief's Palace to get the vaccination.
We did not be able to identify till when we informed the head personnel they should come and check what happened. Through their investigation now, it was found out that it's meningitis that affected.
The Executive Secretary, FCT Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Rilwan Mohammed, said the index case was reported to the Abuja Municipal Area Council house-to-house polio vaccination team on March 25th. He said the agency has since taken proactive steps to curb the possible resurgence and spread of meningitis.
We are vaccinating children between 1 year to 29 years old because we don't have enough vaccines. And until less than 1 year, we don't give meningitis vaccine, and pregnant mothers are exempted.
Dr. Rilwan Mohammed advised that with the current heat being experienced, FCT residents should take precautionary measures like maintaining well-ventilated homes and to report all cases of unusual fever to health centers.
Anybody that complains of headache, fever, neck stiffness, vomiting, should be reported quickly to the nearest test facility so that we'll be able to carry out the test and we'll be able to investigate and know whether it is meningitis.
He said Federal Capital Territory Primary Healthcare Development Agency has deployed its personnel across its 20 health camps to begin sensitization campaign on meningitis. In Abuja, Habiba Oladipo, NTA News.
Lagos State Governor and Chieftain of the All Progressives Congress APC, Senator Ahmed Tinubu, on his 65th birthday. President Buhari, in a statement by the Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, joins all members of the APC, political and business associates of the Ashiwaju of Lagos, his friends and family, in celebrating another milestone in the life of the great leader whose foray into politics ushered in a better understanding of building consensus to achieve historical feats like unseating an incumbent government. As he turns 65 years, the president believes the Ashiwaju raised the bar for many political leaders across the country as a 2-term governor of Lagos State, and also bequeathed a style of leadership that completely altered the landscape of the commercial capital. Recalling his pleasant and intellectually enriching encounters with the Jalaban of Borogu Kingdom over the years, the president reaffirms that the nation has benefited a lot from the personal sacrifices, political experience and intellectual foresight of the APC chieftain, and still stands to gain more. President Buhari in the statement praised that the Almighty God will grant the Ashiwaju good health, longer life and more wisdom to serve his country and humanity. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Yakubu Dogara, has described Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a leader of vision and dogged fighter for democracy who has and continued to make invaluable contributions to democratic governance of Nigeria. While eulogizing the former Lagos State Governor and a national leader of the ruling All Progressives Congress, the Speaker, in a statement issued by the Special Advisor on Media and Public Affairs, likened Senator Tinubu to the proverbial elephant that cannot be described and urged that any attempt to describe him will amount to grave injustice. The Speaker prayed God to continue to keep him in good health and strengthen him as he continues to contribute to the giant stride the nation is making. You're watching the news on NTA International. Stay with us as we bring you more reports after the break.
I know how this place was before. In fact, I don't know how Owele does his own magic. Now you can see motorists are passing under this place.
Came by, I know the tunnel, so I know where we hold up. Came out from the tunnel, and which medical hold up for them.
There is free access to the road. People can now move on very well without hold up or any delay.
This is a rescue mission project. Invest in IMO. The IMO Rescue Mission. IMO must be better.
NTA International News. Africa as it is.
Civil society organizations have been advised to work together and stop the culture of alleged rented protests. President of the Nigerian Labour Congress, Ayuba Waba, gave the advice during a solidarity visit to the Amnesty International office in Abuja. Ado Adamo also completes the story.
The visit of the Nigerian Labour Congress, which came a week after a protest march to the Amnesty International Nigeria's office in Abuja, the NLC president said is to express solidarity with the international human rights group. The NLC president, while condemning the protest march, described it as a deliberate attempt to intimidate the group in view of its recent report, which accused many organizations and individuals of human rights violations. Noted that the protest is a pointer to the increasing culture of alleged sponsoring crowd to protest against the majority interests of Nigerians, which should be condemned by all people of goodwill. Culture of alleged sponsoring crowd to protest against the majority interests of Nigerians, which should be condemned by all people of goodwill.
Organizations such as Amnesty International that have worked together need to be encouraged, should actually continue to work together and support you. So we thought that we should not actually sit down to allow such a situation to continue.
An appeal for synergy among civil society organizations to fight all forms of human rights violations. While describing the NLC as a strategic partner, he said the group is not giving in to cheap blackmail and intimidation.
We need for us to continue to build this strong network and solidarity with the Nigerian Labour Congress. It is very clear that the people who came, they are on a very destructive mission.
The two groups pledged stronger cooperation in the interests of Nigeria. In Abuja, Ado Adamo also, NTA News.
And for latest developments on the business scene, here is Muplang Dakok.
Hello and welcome to Business News. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has postponed to Wednesday the auction of $25 million initially scheduled for Tuesday. The CBN has also changed the rate at which it sells forex to Bureau de Change Operators BDCs in Nigeria to 360 naira and has directed the BDCs to sell to end users at not more than 362 naira to a dollar. As the use of mobile phones, internet and digital technologies continue to spread across the country, individuals and businesses who use digital systems are faced with some challenges as well as consumer abuses. NTA Business News spoke with the Director of Surveillance and Enforcement of Consumers Protection Council, Leke Ogundipe, and sought to know what consumers should do to avoid unscrupulous practices in the cyberspace.
People go onto sites that they do not have any form of certification. Make sure you demand your rights from the service provider or the product provider, and if you do not get satisfaction from them, then you can report to the CPC.
Time now for a quick check at closing figures on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange market. And that does it on Business News. I am Muplang Dakok.
Nigeria joins the rest of the world in celebrating the Global Money Week with a commitment to intensifying financial literacy among the young ones. Shikon Laibaye in this report takes a look at the Global Money Week and some of the activities to commemorate the week.
Catch them young, goes the saying, emphasizing the need to inculcate financial management consciousness into the psyche of the young ones in the society. This, it is believed, will lead them through adulthood to be financially responsible and prudent. With the theme, Learn, Earn and Save for this year's Global Money Week, the initiators seek to create a generation of financially responsible adults who look into the future with purpose. It also aims at enhancing their money management skills as they build clever savings habits and developing entrepreneurial skills in young people. As the key driver of the week in Nigeria, the Central Bank of Nigeria took the awareness campaign to the schools to sensitize the children on this crucial social responsibility.
Teach children financial habits from when they are very young until they become adolescents, with the hope that when they become real adults, they are going to be responsible financial citizens and will be able to take financial decisions that will improve their financial well-being.
Obviously, the yearly sensitization program may not be in futility as the children seem to have come to terms with their financial rights.
I can start small, maybe through the formation of cooperatives, that is when people come together and save money. Or I can go to microfinance bank because by the time you start saving little money, they can add on it. And after a few years, you can get double of your money.
A society understand and know the uses of money, how to spend and save their money, and also how to invest their money to make a meaningful life.
The place of youthful exuberance notwithstanding, they appear ready to carry the crusade on.
Save like making saving blocks. It's not hard to make. Even it's not even costly.
If you're a future planner, you're planning to become a business person, you must learn how to keep or save money.
We need to tell our parents and also students like this on the importance of saving money for future use.
Initiated by Child and Youth Finance International, Global Money Week uses the week-long activities to inspire young people across the globe to learn about money savings and create a livelihood for the future. In Abuja, Shikiola Ikpenaye, NTA News.
Let's check out stories from other parts of the world with Basi Itaima.
We begin with Mali, where reports say former rebels and Mali's opposition parties failed to attend the National Peace Conference, scheduled to begin on Monday. The conference, at the instance of President Keita, is aimed at bringing an end to the separatist uprising in the country.